G'day, YouTube. I know this video is not going to get very many views. It's a subject that most people aren't even really aware of. Half the retailers will just plug their amp into their cabinet and not even know about ohms. That's my suspicion anyway. But on the topic of ohms, that's where this comes in, because this product is friggin' awesome and no one else makes it. And there's like 2 videos on YouTube, even though they've been out for at least 15, 16 years plus. And it's like relatively unknown. Playing amps into cabinets that have a ohms mismatch. Instead of buying a whole new cab that has the matched ohms, you can sort of artificially fix the situation with one of these little bad boys. Weber, what are they called? Weber amps? Weber speakers, I think. The Z Matcher, impedance matcher. What's an impedance matcher, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've got a little riggy boo that I have a bit of a problem with, and I don't want to upgrade. Well, upgrade, not really upgrade or downgrade. I've got 2 Harley Benton cabs that are 2x12s each, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to put the Boss Katana Mark II with 2 lots of 2x12 Harley Benton cabinets with V30s. But the problem is, they're 8 ohm cabinets, and when you add 8 ohm cabinet and an 8 ohm cabinet, it becomes a 4 ohm cabinet. But the Boss Katana can only do 8 ohms and 16 ohms, so there's a big no-no. Unless you want to fry your amp, you can't do it. Unless I add a 16 and a 16, that becomes an 8. But I'm not going to upgrade these. I've got enough cabinets everywhere. I don't want to sell more cabinets and get more cabinets. I like those 2x12s. They're 8 ohms. What can I do? This is what I can do. Artificially make it bloody 4... No, sorry. I'm not artificially making the cabinets receiving a different load. Sorry. No, but you plug in the Boss Katana from the output, which is 8 or 16 ohms, into the input of this. Then you go output into the back of the 8 ohm cabinet, one of them. And then you've got a parallel extra output that goes into the second cabinet. You dial the bloody switch for the speakers to be 4 ohms, because 8 and 8 is 4. That's right, kids. 8 plus 8 equals 4. And you set the amp at whatever it is, 8 or 16 ohms. I just choose 8. And now this takes the 8 ohm amp and now takes the signal, goes out and tells the cabinet, yes, this is 4 ohms. And it goes into the cabinets, and sure enough it receives 4 ohms. It doesn't fry the fucker. 8 amp, 8 ohm head into 4 ohm load. Yeah, the amp would be fried if you played it loud enough for long enough. Funny topic that, because with tube amps, according to these guys, I always thought the rule was that an amp into a speaker cabinet is always best to have more resistance, more ohms on the cabinet compared to the amp. So you can go 8 ohm amp into a 16 ohm cabinet safely, more resistance instead of less resistance. But these guys say that it's safer to go, like, for example, 16 ohm head into a 8 ohm cabinet to prevent flyback current, whatever. But with solid state, the other way around. For a solid state, it's safer to go from, let's say, 8 ohm head into 16 ohm cabinet. Very confusing subject, isn't it? What's the truth? Who knows? And these guys are trying to sell you a product, so is the information right? I don't know. But the point is, why take the risk, one way or the other, amp head to more load or amp head into less load? Just bloody match it. This thing's like $200 American. I think it cost me about $400 Australian all up with postage and everything. And you don't have to connect it to power. It's just a little isolated device here with no need for any power. But how cool is it? Now I can have two 8-ohm cabinets, 4 ohms, trick the bloody Boss Katana into thinking that it's sending out 4 ohms into the speaker cabinet. So let's do a little demo. And I've played this thoroughly for many hours now, 3 or 4 hours. Hasn't fried yet. Will it? I don't think so. I think these guys know what they're doing. I think this would be really useful for me, man, because you know, if it comes to local gigs, I wouldn't mind taking two 2x12s in a full stack, just with the ultralight Boss Katana, man. And now I can combine it without any worries. Not going to fry the friggin' amp. Well, there you go. It doesn't sound weird or anything, even though it's tricking the amp, or tricking the cabinets, really, to make it think that it's a 4 ohm signal going into 4 ohm load altogether with 2 8s. All good. Now, can I do a little side by side? The claim is that this device doesn't colour the signal, no matter what ohmage you turn it to. Can I prove it? Alright, just for a minute, let's do it. I'm going to risk wrecking my fucking amp or cabinets. I'll go Boss Katana to one speaker cabinet, 8 ohms. And I'll go without the fucking Weber Z matcher. I'll go from that speaker cabinet to the other cabinet. So that'll be a 4 ohm load using a 8 ohm to 16 ohm head. Oh, fuck me. First of all, I notice it's quite a bit louder. It's peaking on this, which makes sense because there's less resistance on the speakers, so it's louder, which will fry the friggin' speakers if you go for too long. I better turn down the master just a little bit. I'll make up for it in post-processing. All right. Well, there you go. I'm not willing to go further than that. I don't want to bloody blow up those speakers. Well, I can't notice a difference in the room, but if I listen back to it and there's a significant difference, I'll comment at the end of the video. But hey, man, there's no other device out there that I know of that sort of emulates the ohms of what they should be when they're not, so you can not blow your amp or speaker cabinet. This is the only one, and it's not really that expensive. So instead of buying a whole new cabinet, if there's a mismatch with your amp and cabinet, just bloody match it with the bloody Z matcher, man. Hey, I'm not a shill. I don't get free products from anyone and give positive reviews because I want to, be on good terms with companies. I buy my own shit. A lot of things that I've bought, I've given a bad review if I thought it was shit. A lot of things I bought that I thought were great, I'll give a positive review. My opinion is not based upon pleasing companies. And I ain't going to get any sponsorships ever because I'm too opinionated. So take my word for what it's worth. And that's about it, alright? Cheers, good old... Yes.
Are you doing a video?
Yeah. Bring it here, and then come back in 5.
I'm not coming onto your video.
I'll cut it out.
No, fuck yourself. I'm putting it there.
How rude. That's going to be the video. Just a, what?
How long do you think?
5 minutes, I told you. Do you don't understand English? Ben de la ta. You understand that? Ben de la ta. Get to the here, the amore. Pushti. I'm not pushti. You can't be pushti. Budala.
No, Jack, you can't come in there.
Shoot my can. It's going to fucking go everywhere. Anyways.